In this video, we're going to cover how to change the frame rate. We want the frame rate to be 24 frames per second when we're shooting cinematic motion. So to change the frame rate, you want to go to Menu, and using the joystick, you want to navigate through the menu to the option of Other Functions. And when you get into the category of Other Functions, you want to choose the option for Frame Rate. You're going to see, when you enter this option, 4 different options. 24p, that's the one we always want to use for cinematic motion. There's PF24 and PF30. You want to avoid using those. There's also 60i, which essentially is slow motion, and we'll use that one when we discuss slow motion. So try to use only 24p or 60i only. Once you've chosen 24 frames per second, or whatever frame rate you choose, we want to make sure you have the appropriate shutter speed. The shutter speed controls the motion, how the image looks. The shutter speed formula is the fraction 1 over 2 times your frames per second. So if we're shooting 24 frames per second, our shutter speed, which is controlled through button number 14 and the joystick, it should be 1 over 48. That is the appropriate shutter speed for 24 frames per second to create normal motion. Okay, so again, it should be 1 over 2 times your frame rate, and that should be the correct shutter speed. So for example, if our shutter speed was at 1 over 120, well, this would be incorrect for 24 frames per second, but it would be great for 60 frames per second. So remember, your shutter speed controls how the image looks, the motion, and we'll talk about that in the next video. But the formula is 1 over 2 times the frame rate. So the appropriate shutter speed for 24p frames per second is 1 over 48.